Hey, I'm Dr. Tartt, and if you allow me for a second, I need to vent. I need to vent because this is the last time. This is the last time that I want to hear a pastor get up in the pulpit and pit counseling and life coaching against being a Christian. So I went to church recently, and the pastor stood up and said, you don't need to take medication for your mental illness. You don't need a psychologist or a social worker or a counselor to help you out with your problem. You just need Jesus. I feel like that is the most irresponsible thing that you can say, because with someone that has a background in both, someone that's a psychologist, and as you know, I'm also in divinity school, that is the most irresponsible thing that you say, because people listen to everything that you say. There are people out there that really do have real mental illness, real stress exists. And yes, I believe that God can heal all things. All right. However, there's a hypocrisy there. When someone says they have cancer, we don't tell them not to go to an oncologist. When someone has lupus, we don't tell them not to go to the primary care physician. When someone has diabetes, we don't tell them not to go to their primary care physician. But when someone has some type of mental illness, or they just simply say they're anxious or stressed, we tell them not to go to the psychologist or the counselor. That doesn't make any sense, and it's irresponsible. If we look at the Bible, look at Paul. Paul had a physician travel with him. It never says what kind of physician he is. Maybe he was a psychiatrist. As crazy and as manic as Paul was in spreading the gospel, the things that he went through, could have been. All I'm saying is that we have to come to a day and age where we merge counseling and ministry together. We all have days in which we have ups and downs. And yes, counseling helps. The research is out there. There's no need to debate it. So pastors, be mindful. It's okay that we can pray for anything. Signs and wonders, healing, laying of hands. I agree with all that stuff. But stop singling out psychology, all right? Because it's hurting more people than it's helping. If they're taking medication and it's stabilizing them and it's keeping them level and out of jail and on the honor roll, that's what we see. Now, I'm not talking about giving kids medication that don't need it. I'm talking about giving adults and kids medication that need it, because we know mental illness has existed from the beginning of time and it will continue. So please stop doing that. So this is a day that for psychologists, especially Christian counselors and psychologists like myself, for us to stand up. Because you know what happens? On Friday and Saturday nights, 7 days a week, who's calling us? That's right, deacons, ministers, pastors. Why? Because people go to the church for help, and who are they outsourcing to? Us. So let's call it what it is, that we're a team that works together. All right, so can we be one and stop making it seem like church doesn't have mental illness and mental just stress issues, because we all have stress. Pick a given day. All right, I love you. This is Dr. Tartt. We can merge counseling and psychology and healing and counseling in general with being good Christians. God bless.